Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And I am back to show you this new kit, Blossom Wishes Kit. It is a non-stamping kit from our kit collection. And I am so excited because I'm going to be bringing you a kit a day. All right, so hello again, Missy. So Missy and Sharon and I were supposed to brainstorm what I could call the kit lives, but for now, I think I'm just going to call it a kit a day. Takes the crafting blues away. How does that work? Is that possible? Could we call it that? We'll see. But anyways, I'm going to be going live each day, Monday through Saturday, until August 10th when I leave to take our son to Ohio. But while I'm gone, I'm going to have some videos of other kits. And you're probably like, why all the thing with the kits all of a sudden? Well, starting August 1st, the kits are going on sale. Either 10% off, 20% off, or 30% off. You'll know, they haven't even told us which ones will be how much off, but you'll be able to see it in the online store starting August 1st. So, I haven't done a whole lot of kit lives. I do the paper pumpkin kit, which is not part of the sale, okay? Not the paper pumpkin. Just these awesome brown box bento kits, I guess we could call them, Missy. Bento boxes. Everything you need is in it. So the all-inclusive kit collection kits are going on sale starting August 1st. Woohoo! So excited. So I decided, you know what? You need to see these kits and you need to see them in person. If you can call a live in person, we'll do that. But these are so amazing and they're all going on sale. Like all the kit collection is going on sale starting August 1st. So I'm going to show you as many as I can until we leave for Ohio, and then the rest will be on videos. But I'm going to attempt to do a kit a day except for Sundays. I'll give you a break, I'll give me a break, and we'll call it good. So sometimes I will just do what's in the kit. Other times I might show you some alternates that you can do for the kit. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tools to help your kit experience be amazing to where you're going to become as addicted as Missy and I are, right? Missy, comment addicted if you are addicted. I am. And that's a better kind of addiction than some of those other ones, right? All right, so let's go ahead and switch because I'm really excited. I haven't even opened this kit yet. See, look, I tore a new one off and then I tore that corner. Bummer, but it's still in the plastic. It's all inclusive, which means everything comes in the kit that you need to do the projects as designed, okay? As designed. All right, now some of these non-stamping kits, this is a non-stamping kit. There's no ink, there's no stamps. Some of these non-stamping kits, it takes me a little bit longer to decide whether I want to do alternates with it because you would have to bring in a number of extra supplies. You can kind of switch things up. Now I'm kind of doing these on the fly, you know, like this one I haven't opened yet. And so I don't even know what all's in it. And so we're kind of doing it on the fly, just kind of winging it here. So we have our no fail instructions. One of the best parts about these kits, no fail instructions. There's 2 different designs, 4 of each. So that means you have 8 projects in here to work on, and on the back it gives you the ingredients, and it's still, even though it doesn't show there's no ink or anything, it still tells you the coordinating colors so that you could make alternates. And this is where I would have to like run and grab things because I hadn't opened this yet, so I didn't know what colors coordinated with it. So Lemon Lolly, Orchid Oasis, Petal Pink, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Wild Wheat. So let's make these cards. Let's make at least one of each, and then we'll see if my juices get flowing and come up with an alternate for you. So here are, oh, these are the card bases. So these are longer. Oh, see, they almost looked like bookmarks to me. So kind of cool. Now this is textured. Can you see that? There you go. This is a textured card. So this is nice. And so we have 4 of those. So we'll set this aside. And then this one is the other one, and it is also textured, but it's a little bigger. You can see the difference in the size there. So we'll move that out of the way, because you know me, we like to use these no-fail instructions. So here it tells us the ingredients for each card, and then it shows us how to put it together. If there was some sort of ribbon or something, they even give you a ruler to use. And over here it shows you where else you can get information about more kits and how to do it. So we'll go ahead and fold this up. This is the newest kit. I think it just came out this month. All right, so these are the envelopes. I'm actually getting bleary-eyed looking at everything with that. So here's the envelope for this one. Here's the envelope for this one. So they are a mailable size. Ooh, look how pretty those are. All right. So now we need this branch here. This one right, ooh, it has a little bit of sparkle on there. Do you see that? Has a little bit of shiny foil. So we need one of these branches for the small one. And then we need 2 of these branches for the larger one. All right. So here we go. So you want to pull these out carefully so you don't tear them. There we go. All right, we'll set this aside. And then this one, because it's part of the others. All right. Ooh, and then we have a nice sheet of dimensionals, nice big sheet of dimensionals. And then one of these goes with this card. Put that over here. And one of these goes with this card. Put that over here. And you can't see this, can you? All right, so we're just gathering up our ingredients for each card, and then we'll put the cards together. So for this card, it's one of these, and it comes in English, German, Dutch, and French. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use the English ones, but I do have family. I like doing these non-stamping kits because they give me stuff in German, and then I can send it to my German relatives. So I like to hang on to that, and then if I don't use them all, I send those to my goddaughter, Natasha, that you may have seen around Christmas time, because she's German, and so then she can make cards with it. All right, so we have this, and then this one is again in German, English, Dutch, and French. We're going to go ahead and go with the happy birthday. How fun. And this is a foil font. You can see how it kind of sparkles there and shines. It's foiled. All right, so that goes over here. And then look at all these glue dots. Woohoo! Glue dots. You won't be running out of those very soon. All right, and then we have our, I'm going to say these are apples. So we need 2 of them. Let's see, so we have one this way and one this way. So there's 2 different ones. So they have the one with the one on the right is in front, and this one has the one on the left in front. So you'll want to pay attention to that. And then we just need 1 of the pairs. And then we'll put all of these back in here. And then, ooh, we have some vellum. Oh, these are stars. These are vellum stickers. Are they stickers? No, they're not stickers. But we have some vellum stars. Look at that. Some cute little vellum stars. All right, I need my light now. It looks light on there, but it's not light in here. So we want me to see what I'm doing, right? So we're going to set this one aside. We'll do this one first. So on here, so there's 2 different sizes. You have your big ones and your small stars. And for this card, they want 3 of the big stars. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2 of the little stars. 1 and 2. Yeah, Missy's addicted, and I'm totally addicted to kits. So with kits, you can, if you buy in, you can use your bonus coupons to buy the kits in August, all right? And then you could buy your September, October, November kits using that and then getting the discount, right? Except for that prepaid paper pumpkin that we'll be using for the November. But for September, October, you could use your bonus coupons and get the discount for the September, October kits, all right? And that will be, that information will be coming out. So super cool on that. All right, so let's go ahead and do card 1, which is right here. And now I'm going to be using some things to help make the kit experience just a little bit easier and a little bit quicker so that you're not watching me fuss with things. So for the glue dots, I'll be using some glue dots, but for other things, I will be using my green glue, all right? Because it would, I love using my green glue. It just makes it that much easier. And because I store it upside down, it gets, you know, some of those goobers, because that's the way of the glue. All right, so let's see what we have to do first. Here's our card base. So first we're going to stick dimensionals on this. All right, so we're going to have the dimensionals over here. And then it shows one here and here. And we don't want anything saggy, so you can always put a little more on if you feel like it's too saggy. All right, and then we want some on here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. All right, and then they want glue dots on here. So I'm going to put those after because I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue. And then here's your take your pick tool, and it is great for popping out some of these little bits, and it's also great for glue dots. So I'm going to use it today for the glue dots, but as we do these kits things, I'm probably going to be using my glue more often than not. All right, so we're going to turn this and put it on our card. So take off these little papers, and sometimes it's just easier to do it like this. See how quick that was? This really is one of those tools that you just will never regret having invested in. And it's only, I think, what, $10, Missy? Is it, or did it go up? I think it's still $10, maybe 11. Maybe it's 11 now. Some things went up $1 with the new annual catalog, and I haven't learned all of those. Gosh. Sometimes this just works better. Sometimes my nails work better, but today it seems to be this. All right, so this goes right here. These are cute. All right, Missy, Donna wouldn't like these, would she? Because it's fruit. She doesn't like food on her cards. Some people just don't like food on their cards. I don't have a problem with food on my cards, but some people don't. And if you don't like food on your cards, then don't buy this kit. There's plenty of other ones that don't have food. All right, so then what we're going to do is use our glue dots on here. And so I'm going to set it in the same direction that it has it on here. So it's in this direction, and then they want the glue dots on those 3 spots. Helps if I actually reach for the glue dot with my, it's right there on the edge of the acetate. So I was reaching under the acetate. I think I dropped, I think my point is a little bit dented. I think it rolled off my table today and went into my flooring, and I think it's a little bit dented. All right, and then we just use this to pop off that thing, and some people can pop it off way far. I seem to be able to lift it, but not really pop it to throw it. All right, and then, So this is going to go, oh, I guess you kind of need to pay attention to where you put those. Well, all right, let's see. Might need to add another one. So these are right down, oh, okay, right down here, like that. Make sure you're not going past the card so that it will fit in the envelope. There we go. Oh, yeah. So my glue dot was a little bit over. Oh no, it got the pear, but it got a little more than the pear. All right, so I don't want to push down. So you'll want to make sure that you get these in the right spots. All right, so then we're going to put glue dots on the back side of our little flowers. They're not stars, they're little flowers. So, and now see, if you're talking, then this takes you a little longer. If I was just putting it together and not talking and walking you through, it is $11. Okay, so you take your pick tool, is $11, but I'm telling you, you will not regret that $11 ever, because you will use it so much it will become like part of your hand when you're crafting, right, Missy? Comment part of my hand if you agree that this little tool just becomes a part of you when you are crafting. It's just automatic to grab for it and to have it. All right, so then we want to pop these little dots, these little papers off. Now you can see kind of why I use my glue. And then what I'm going to do with the other tool I'm going to bring in are my tweezers, because it's just easier to grab this that way. So they have one big one here, so I'm going to do that. And then they have another big one here, right there. And then we'll get this off. So, and sometimes the glue dots show through vellum and other times they don't. But on this, I think there's so much going on that you won't be able to see it. If it were to bother you, then just use the glue. The green glue works really good and it dries clear. All right, and then that goes there. And then we have, so Kitar is almost home from his trek to Arizona. Flew down, driving back all by himself. Talked to Mom most of the way home. Yes, I stayed up late to talk to my son until I couldn't stay up anymore. Then I had to go to bed and he had to do his podcast. All right, so Stampin' Dimensionals on here. And you will have plenty of these left over for any other crafting that you want to do. Goodness. All right. And then this goes down here. And it looks like they have it lined up with the edge of the card right there. All right, and that is card number 1. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And then I like to just store my cards where they're inside the envelope like that. And then you just have room to write inside. If you don't want that much room inside, then you can use stamps to take up some space. But there is card number 1. And here is card number 2. So for this one, oh, they want a whole lot more of these. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 large ones. Ooh, I think I'm using the dot of glue. I'm gonna flip them over already. I'm gonna use the dot of glue on this. Otherwise, you'll be sitting here watching me fiddle with those glue dots forever. So 4 of those. And then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the little ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a nice row I'm taking apart, and this is all wonky. I don't know why. Don't ask. I'm not sure. I can't answer why that happened. All right, so let's go ahead, and they want dimensionals on here in each of the corners, and then also each of the corners of the circles. So right there, and that is a good amount to keep from having any sagging. If you were really worried about the sagging, you could put some here in the middle, but I think it will be completely fine to do it like this. Take those off. So we have a new tool that could do what I'm doing. It's an attachment that you can get, and it is this little hooky blade, but I haven't used this little hook yet. Maybe I'll use it if I have some others. And then there's this one. So I need to do a live on these tools. I haven't even played with them yet. So I just got it and took it out of the box and was like, oh. So I put it on one of my other take your pick tools that I had for my class. So now I need to get some more take your pick tools for my classes, or encourage people to bring their own. All right, so then on the back of these, we're going to have dimensionals. So here we have some pieces to pop out. So we want to go ahead and pop this out here like this. All right. And then we'll go ahead and do our dimensionals. So we have one up here, one over here, and one over here, sticking to my nails. And then we have one on each peach. Each peach. I'm a poet and didn't know it. How many times have you said that? Hi, Joanne. Nice to see you on here. No. Yeah. And pretty corners of the circles. Yeah, corners of the circles. See right there. Those are the corners of the circles. Hey, that's a thing, right? It's a thing. Tell me it's a thing. It's a thing. I know it's a thing. Those are the corners of the circles. Yes. I was an English teacher. It was the corners of the circles. All right, so here we go. We're going to put these in the top and bottom circles. And then so after this live, when my husband gets home from roofing, I'm going to the farmer's market, and I'm so excited because I missed last year. I missed going at all last year. I just kept forgetting about it. I didn't have it in my calendar. I didn't have myself a reminder. This year I have reminders. So I am going, and it should be time for cherries and melons and all that stuff. So I'm really excited because I love fruit. I love fruit. So I don't mind if it's on my cards or in my belly. I love fruit. So I'm going to just put a dot of glue on these instead of the glue dot. All right, so then let's see. This one goes over here. Oh, it goes underneath. So this one we're sliding it underneath and then catching it right there like that. And this one we're sliding underneath the other way like that and catching, it's catching that one on the corner, Missy. Here we go. But I put it where they put it, but it was catching that one on the corner. There we go. All right, and then we need to put our flowers on. So again, I'm going to use my tweezers and a dot of glue, because you'll see it's just going to go a little faster. This glue is really invaluable with kits. It's truly, truly a lifesaver, because then you don't have to worry about the glue dots. Now, I do use the glue dots for other things, so you know, you can use the glue dots, and if that's all you have, then that's what you use, because that's how it works. You just use what you've got. All right, so in the picture, the vellum flowers look a lot brighter and whiter than they do in real life. So just so you know, and you're not like, wait a second, how come that doesn't look the same? It just, yeah, the vellum is not as stark white as what they're showing in the picture. So just know that. Trying to pick it up. Didn't want to pick up. All right, do either of you have this? That's peachy. Yeah, that's peachy. All right, and pears, I love pears. I love pears too. I like, you know what, I'm not sure there's a fruit I don't like. I can't think of a fruit that I don't like. Name some weird fruits or some fruits. So dragon fruit I like in my smoothies. I don't like just eating dragon fruit plain. That just tastes kind of weird. But I love having it in my smoothies. Of course, I've never tried the red dragon fruit plain. I've only had it where the inside was white, and it tasted okay, but it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, so I would rather I'd rather have it as part of my smoothie. And then let's see, cherries are my favorite, which is kind of cool because I live in Cherryville. They grow cherries all around. That's what we're getting today too, is the cherries. And so and then I love melons and bananas and apples and strawberries and peaches and pears, and like I said, I even like lychee. I found lychee one day at Costco and bought lychee because I've had to teach it in my online teaching. You love fruit too? Yeah, I love fruit. That's just amazing stuff, and it's so good for you. So good for you. So of course, if it's good for me and I love it, I'm going to eat it all up. All right, so just getting these on here, and it's kind of hard to see the vellum. I'll show it to you closer. The cards, of course, like I said in the pictures, the flowers look brighter, and they're not that bright. All right, there is a little bit of yellow in the center of the flowers that looks like a star. That's why I thought these were supposed to be stars. And there is a side, if you put the glue dot or the white glue behind the star, then that's a great way to kind of hide the glue as well as it lightens it. But yeah, once it dries, look, it'll show a little better. Let's see if it shows better. There, it shows a little better, but you can see it's definitely not as bright looking as in the photo. But I think they did the photo so you could see where it goes. All right, so these are our two cards. I do like them. They are really pretty, super easy to put together. All right, you can go faster if you're not talking and explaining everything, so it wouldn't take you very long to do this whole kit. But aren't those great? I love those. I love the slimline card and the slimline card, and then of course this is a little smaller. I just really like how these came together. So I will think through this, and I may do some alternates for you, and I'll just do that as a separate video since I hadn't opened this. So what do you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? You like these? I think they are pretty. I think they're fun. They're fresh. They're yummy looking. Now I want to go eat some peaches, except the ones I bought the other day at Safeway are still hard, which means they could end up getting mushy, which is always such a bummer because mushy peaches are not the best. So here we go. This is the Blossom Wishes Kit. All right, 4 of each of these cards, and you could always mix and match. You know, you could swap out the happy birthday and the you matter. You could swap out the fruit if you wanted. You could do whatever you want. So I'm going to think about it for a bit, and I will see whether I come up with some alternates. I've got a few ideas floating around in my head, but we'll see how that pans out. Because you just never know, right? So thank you so much for joining me. It was great to have you on here. And remember, I will be back tomorrow. I will give you a little more warning than I gave you today. I had gone to an appointment and then was on the phone with our son trying to talk him home because he's starting to get very tired. I think it's going to be an early to bed night. So have a great evening. I will be back here tomorrow morning at 9:30 with our paper pumpkin play date. And I've got some fun alternate cards planned for the Fun in the Sun with you. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 Mountain Time here for paper pumpkin play date. And then later in the afternoon, I will do another kit because I'm going to make that magnetic board into a cool board for my son. Don't know if I'll pull it off by tomorrow, but I'm going to do it for you so you can see, because I'm going to do it for him to take to college. So I will see you back here tomorrow. I will let you know which kit I'm going to introduce when I eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. And so have a good evening. See you tomorrow morning at 9:30 Mountain Time. Bye-bye.